What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for Barcelona versus Ferencváros. Let's get straight into it. So to start off this match preview, we're going to take a look at Ferencváros. Obviously, they're a Hungarian team. They're top of the Hungarian league in first place. Played 5 matches, won 4, drawn 1. So it looks like they're a very dominant team in the Hungarian league. Their last 2 games, their first one was a 2-0 win, and then their last one before the international break was a 2-1 win. And the scorer in that game was Barbosa, so that's someone we want to look out for. That's their number 9. Very clinical striker. That's probably their main threat. Now, usually I look at the lineups, but I can't find the lineups. All I can see is their starting lineup just by names, and I have no idea what formation they play. I have no idea who are their star players. I couldn't find it. The only person I know is Barbosa, who is their star striker and who is very clinical in front of goal. Now, one thing I want to mention is the road they got to come to the Champions League. So if we look, the first round was against Celtic, and they beat them 2-1. Now, we all know Celtic, they're a top team in Scotland, and they're always in the Champions League, and they lost to Ferencváros. The next game, another very difficult game, winning by 2-1, Dinamo Zagreb. This team is no joke. This team beat 2 top teams in terms of, Champions League pedigree. Next game was against Molde, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's former team. Played 2 legs. First game was 3-3. Second game was 0-0. So they won on away goals, and that's how they got to the Champions League. So this is not going to be an easy game, ladies and gentlemen. Very strong team, beating the likes of, Celtic and Dinamo Zagreb and Molde. So this is no mean feat. This is not going to be an easy game. Very difficult. But the one person to look out for is their striker, Barbosa. Now let's take a look at Barcelona's last game. Obviously, it was the other day, and it was a 1-0 loss to Getafe with Jaime Mata's penalty, which should have been a penalty in the first place. Our starting lineup is on the screen right now. It was Neto, Roberto, Piqué, Lenglet, Dest, Bussi, De Jong, Messi, Pedri, Dembele, and Antoine Griezmann. A lot of rumors coming out from Spain that there's going to be a rotation from this starting lineup. The main person to be looking out for is Miralem Pjanic. He is rumored to be starting this game. We'll have to wait and see. Koeman hinted about rotation in his press conference, which we'll talk about in just a second. Overall, a lot of changes need to be made in this team. Hopefully we can see Dest move to the right back and then have a natural left back in Firpo. Hopefully Koeman goes with that. Also, the likes of the 2 pivot, one of them needs to change because, it's not working out. One of them is slow, one of them is fast, one of them performs, one of them doesn't. I think one of the double pivot needs to change. In terms of the front 4, so should I say, I think we need at least 2 changes. I think Griezmann should be going out and Ousmane Dembele. But a little bit harsh on Dembele. If he starts, I wouldn't be, surprised. Just because, you have to keep in mind, he hasn't played, proper football in a year. Yes, last weekend was his first ever start in over a year. Gotta give him some minutes, let him come back into the game, then we can assess him properly. The one man who deserves criticism is Antoine Griezmann. He has been absolutely poor in a Barcelona jersey. Goes away for France, beats world class, comes back from Barcelona and beats a yes and no goal. So hopefully he can rectify that. He probably will start this game. So let's talk about Koeman's press conference. So Koeman begins his press conference saying, "We want to start the Champions League well, win the game, and have a peace of mind. There is always pressure when you are a Barcelona player or coach. There is pressure to win games. It's normal for there to be difficult moments, but we are optimistic about tomorrow's game. We have to go from game to game." Dembele is training well. It's true that in the first half he lost the ball a lot, but it's also part of his way of playing. I told him to play more openly, and the minutes he played in the second half were better. So giving a little bit of praises to Mbus. Obviously, we all know that he hasn't been playing that much due to his injury. So just slowly coming back into the game. Messi's happy, he's playing well, he wants to be the captain of the team and play. I have no complaints, I have no doubt about his performance. He will surely score in the next game. Obviously some critics coming in from Messi hasn't been scoring in a while. I think the only goal he has this season is the penalty. Officially, I know Celtic Vigo, he got, deflection, all that stuff. But officially his only goal is that penalty against Villarreal, I believe. So he's getting a lot of criticism about not scoring. Koeman backing him, saying that his time will come. We played 4 games and we scored 8 goals. I don't know if there is any team who does better. I'm not worried about scoring goals. We have enough quality. The last 2 games were also played against that team that defend very well. Referring to Getafe and referring to Sevilla. Obviously, they play a very low block, so it's difficult to score against them. We did come out with the draw and the loss, which isn't great. But Koeman's back in his team saying that, we have the firepower to get goals. I'm not disappointed. All the players are trying their best. We must improve things in the game. We train with intensity. A lot of rumors again about Koeman. He wants the players the way they perform on the pitch, the way they train. So if you're on the training pitch, you have to play high intensity just like you're in a game. That's what Koeman expects from you. I don't know what was missing in previous years for Barcelona to win the Champions League, but if we fail this season, I will be able to answer those questions. Ansu and Pedri are ready to be starters. It doesn't depend on age, it depends on performances. I'm very happy with them. They are very young and will have ups and downs in which they will have to help. They are both doing very well. Maybe giving a little hint that they're both going to start the game. A lot of fans are disappointed in Koeman saying that he sees Pedri as a higher point than Riqui Puig, which I find to be, it's based on an opinion at the end of the day, and he believes that Pedri right now is a better player than Riqui Puig. That's why he's getting minutes, and that's why Riqui Puig is sat on the bench. But the good news is that Riqui Puig did get some minutes against Getafe. Hopefully he gets some minutes in this game as well. Griezmann knows the situation perfectly, and the only thing he can do is work hard. We're not the top favorites to win the Champions League, but we can go far. Big statement from Koeman. I think this is the first time since I've been a Barcelona fan that the coach didn't say that we were one of the favorites. Koeman clearly saying that we are not the top favorite to win the Champions League, but we can go far. That doesn't give fans that much hope, He's basically saying that, oh, we could probably make it to the quarters or semi, but we probably won't win it. That's basically what he's saying in this quote. And it's very discouraging as a fan, believing that, your coach doesn't even think you can win the top one competition that we all want. But hopefully we'll see, and hopefully he can change his mind maybe mid-January and February when, the round 16 begins. Rest for Busquets or De Jong. The game on Saturday is not important for now. The most important thing now is tomorrow's game. So obviously the Saturday game is the Clasico, and it's rumored that Busquets and De Jong are going to be starting in that double pivot, so at least one of them will be getting rested this game. Have to wait and see as well. Koeman not giving any hits. The only belief he's giving is about Pedri and Ansu being ready to start the game. Let's get into the predicted lineups. First, I'm going to start off with Ronald Koeman. So I'm going to try to predict his lineup, but I think he's going to go with in goal. He's going to go with Neto. Of course, no Ter Stegen yet. Hopefully, he'll be back in the next 2 weeks after maybe the Juventus game. He should be back and ready to play. But Neto's got to go start in this game. Right back is going to be Serginho Dest. I think that's who he's going to go with. I think Roberto needs a deserved drop, a deserved rest. Hopefully, he doesn't start this game, and I don't think Koeman's going to start in this game as well. 2 center backs, I think, are going to be PK and Lenglet. Could see Araujo coming into this, but then again, who do you want to rest him for? Lenglet's, fit, ready to go. PK's had the whole international break, chilling, just training, so don't see him breaking that partnership just yet. Left back is going to be Junior Firpo. I think this is the game to bring Firpo in. He needs some minutes. I think the last game he played was against Girona in preseason, so this man needs some minutes. This is the perfect game, perfect team to get minutes. Our only, natural left back at the moment, so I think he has to start him and put Dest at right back. So that's what I'm going to go with. In the double pivot, I think he's going to go with Frankie de Jong and Miralem Pjanic. I think there's going to be a pressure breath there to not see the Busquets and de Jong partnership. All know that it's like a 50-50. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think now is time to change things up. I think he's going to go with de Jong and Pjanic, and I'm very excited to see that. In the cam role, I think he's going to go with Philippe Coutinho. I think Coutinho, he said after the game against Getafe, needed a rest after, a long traveling and, playing with the Brazil teams. I think Coutinho's going to come back in this game. And I think this is going to be a little bit controversial, but I think on the right, he's going to go with Ansu Fati, and on the left, he's going to go with Pedri. I think he's going to go with that front three of Coutinho, Pedri, and Ansu Fati. I don't know which way he's going to do it. Maybe he'll stick Coutinho on the wing, Ansu on the wing, Pedri in the middle, Pedri on the wing, something like that. But I think that's going to be his front three. Can drop Pedri after that performance against Getafe. He deserves to play. Ansu Fati right now, probably better than Ousmane Dembele, let's be real. So I think he'll start the game there. Up top, I think he's going to go with Lionel Messi. I do think he's going to drop Griezmann. We will see if he does or not. I think he may as well. I think he may do. Or you can see Griezmann start, Pedri dropped, and basically the Gala 11 up front for those front four. So he may go with Coutinho, Messi, Ansu, Griezmann. But I think he's going to take out Griezmann and start Pedri, move Messi up top, have that three of Coutinho, Pedri, Ansu Fati. That's what I think what Koeman's starting lineup is going to be. Let me know your prediction for Koeman's lineups in the comments below. Now I'm going to give you my lineup, what I would do if I was the Barcelona coach. Very similar. I'd go in goal Neto. At right back, I'd go with Serginho Dest. Center backs, I would go with PK. And the left center back, I would go with Araujo. I would give Lenglet a rest just because, again, played against France and Croatia. Getafe needs some sort of rest. Even though we have a big gap from Tuesday to Saturday, I do think that Lenglet deserves a little bit of rest. We could start him, sub him off. We don't really see defensive substitutions from Barcelona managers, so I would go with PK and Araujo. Left back, I would also go with Junior Firpo. Maybe bring on Sergio Roberto 7th minute and then move Dest to left back just to, keep his fitness up because you don't want him getting any nagging injuries like another hip injury, another hamstring injury. But I would start with Firpo. In the double pivot, I would go with Miralem Pjanic, and again, I'm sticking to my guns, Carlos Adenia. I don't understand why he hasn't been given any minutes. I think on his day, he's the top player. Again, we needed him against Getafe, or him or Ricky Push should have started the game against Getafe, breaking through the lines in a 4-4-2. Fernand Torres, we don't know their starting. I don't know their starting lineup, but they're probably going to come play another 5 at the back as well. So you need players that can, break the lines and pass in between players. Busquets can do it. De Jong doesn't really know. I don't think De Jong can do it. Maybe he sees like a beautiful pass, he'll do it. But he won't look for those passes like Alina and Busquets do. So that's what I would go with. I would go with Pjanic and Alina. I don't know if I said De Jong and Alina from before, but I mean I would go Pjanic and Alina. In that cam role, I would also go with Philippe Coutinho. I think, he's been on form. If you've seen my reaction video yesterday, I've said it before, I say it again. He is coming onto form at Barcelona, and you don't want to take that away from him. Because what you do, his confidence will go down again, then he'll probably go on another loan spell. So you got to keep Coutinho in, so I would go with Coutinho. On the right, I would go with Ousmane Dembele. And on the left, I would go with Ansu Fati. I would drop Pedri just because I don't think he fits the system that I want to play. Again, I want natural wingers on that, on the wings. Don't want no Pedri, Cam at left wing or Coutinho. So I would go Coutinho in this game. I would bench Pedri, not because of his bad performance, but I would definitely 100% bring him on. Then up top, I would go with Lionel Messi. I would drop Antoine Griezmann. Hopefully it's a wake-up call for him. But what I would do in-game is I would bring on Griezmann in that cam role for Coutinho. Then maybe bring on Pedri to the left-hand side, because he played that a lot in Las Palmas, but as a kind of left mid, kind of an Iniesta kind of role. So that's what I would do. I would start Messi, bring on Griezmann in that cam role, have him centrally, just like a secondary striker in some sort of way. Hopefully he can get some confidence and perform in that position. But for me, Griezmann gets benched and Messi starts up top. Time to predict the final result. I think it's going to be a very comfortable game for Barcelona, a comfortable win as well. Only worry I have is that if they play a 6 or 7 at the back and then just counterattack us. That's all my only worry. But I think it won't be a problem for Barcelona. At home, I think we'll be fine. I'm going to go with Barcelona winning this game by 3-0. I think it's going to be comfortable. Hopefully we can have some, the players that aren't performing, scoring some goals, the likes of Dembele, the likes of Griezmann, the likes of Messi. Hopefully they can score some goals. I do see hopefully Koeman can make a lot of substitutions in that game. Like I said again, a lot of players are lacking fitness, the likes of Pjanic, the likes of Firpo, so they need minutes. Hopefully he gives it to them before the Clasico. I mean the Clasico on the weekend, so hopefully he keeps that in mind in terms of substitutions. Hopefully we can see some Alina coming in. Hopefully we can see Ricky Push come in. And hopefully, most importantly, we catch that dub. So I'm going to go with 3-0 Barcelona. Let me know your predictions down in the comments below. So that's my match preview for Barcelona versus Ferencváros. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, comment, hit that subscribe button. Let me know the lines that you guys would go with in the game if you were the Barcelona coach. And also leave your prediction for me as well. I'd love to see, your guys' preferred lineup and your score predictions as well. I'll be replying to comments as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. I will be going live about 5 to 10 minutes before kickoff. And we can watch the game together, followed by my match review. So a lot of content coming out for you guys very soon. Hopefully Barcelona can get the win. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Take care and Forza Barca.